All right, you guys, quick government risk disclaimer. Trading is risky, investing is risky, crypto is risky. I am not a financial advisor, you guys. This video is intended for educational and entertainment purposes only to help educate you a little bit more about a crypto known as Near Protocol, you guys. If you guys are going to invest in this crypto, do not let it be because of me. Let it be because you have done your own research on this crypto, you guys. So let's get straight into this video, you guys. We're first going to take a look at their website, you guys, because I just want to show you guys what the website looked like. As you guys know, one of the things I always recommend that you do is take a look at their website, right? No matter what no matter what crypto you're going to invest in, look at their website and also go check them out on X as well, you guys, because that's going to be very important. Why? Because cryptos are built by, developers and coders. And if they can't even make a good website, what makes you think they're going to actually build something that's going to, change the world for the future? All right. So let's get into this video. All right. We're going to be doing a deep dive into Near Protocol. Ticker symbol is NEAR. Right. If you have heard the buzz about the next generation layer one blockchain, but you're not sure what sets it apart, right? And then you're wondering, where's the price going to go in the future? Stick around because we're going to get into all of that in this video, you guys. So let's get into how Near Protocol works, right? What problems it solves and why developers and investors alike are paying close attention to Near Protocol, you guys. So quick little story, little backstory for Near Protocol. We're going to give you guys a quick little backstory, talk a little bit about the founders, and then we're going to move into the charts as well, you guys. So, Near Protocol was co-founded in 2018 by Ilya Polosukin, a former Google AI researcher, and Alexander Skindanov, a former Microsoft and a former Microsoft engineer, right? So their goal was to build a developer-friendly, scalable blockchain that everyday people could use without needing to understand complicated crypto mechanics, you guys. So I do think that's going to be very important because, that is one of the things that's kind of holding crypto back right now. It's not really user-friendly for everybody. Like a grandma, really, she's not going to want to use crypto right now. And really, almost everybody, I would say over the age of 45 and up, they're going to struggle to really get into the crypto space right now, you guys, unless they're just really tech savvy. Okay, so the launch after 2 years of development and 7 funding rounds, the mainnet went live in 2020. Okay, so their key technology is sharding with Nightshade, right? Near uses a unique sharding design called Nightshade. Instead of running one big chain, Nightshade splits the network into multiple shards that process transaction in parallel, right? This results into massive scalability, theoretically thousands of transactions per second, while keeping costs very low, right? And then they also use a proof of stake network. Near is secured by proof of stake validators that stake the that stake Near protocol tokens and produce blocks and earn rewards, right? It's energy efficient compared to proof of work chains like Bitcoin, and it's also, well, supposedly it's supposed to be developer friendly, or by having features that like support common languages such as like JavaScript and Rust to developers. I'm sorry. So developers don't have to learn a brand new programming language, right? So I think that's actually pretty cool because that's going to help developers come onto the Near Protocol network and be able to build things a lot easier, right? It includes easy tools like the Near CLI and simple wallet integrations, human readable accounts. Instead of a long crypto address, right, Near Protocol uses names like Alice.near, making it a little bit more approachable for newcomers, right? That's not really that important for me. But what is important is understanding Nightshade a little bit better. We're going to talk about that, right? So Nightshade is pretty much made to fix the scalability problem, right? Traditional blockchains like Bitcoin and Ethereum process every transaction on a single chain, As usage grows, the network slows down and fees spike. The goal for Nightshade is to achieve high throughput without sacrificing decentralization or security. Nearest answer is sharding, right? But done in a brand new way, right? Sharding, in simple terms, think of a blockchain like a busy highway, right? Without sharding, all cars slash, or we're going to think of cars as transactions, right? So without sharding, all cars squeeze into one lane, right? Sharding creates multiple parallel lanes so multiple cars can move at once. Each lane is a shard that processes its own set of transactions, right? So what makes Nightshade different? Single chain illusion, right? Instead of running completely separate blockchains per shard, Nightshades keep one continuous chain of blocks, right? Each block contain a snapshot of all shard states, right? So that is pretty cool. I do like the idea of that because that's pretty much mean like Near Protocol is really thinking about their future and they're really trying to set themselves up to be scalable, right? They really want to be able to have a lot of people on their network in the future, right? We're going to check them out as well. We're going to get into the website a little bit more, just briefly, but I want to just take a quick look at their tokenomics. They do have a FDV ratio, almost a 1. You guys remember I always tell you guys you want to invest into cryptos that have a FDV ratio of near 1, right? Because anything that's too low means that like as the crypto price go up, they can dump more of that token into the market and eventually drop the price, right? So you guys definitely want to invest into something with a good FDV rate. I do like their total supply is 1.3 billion. Like I just said, circulating supply is 1.2 billion. So most of their tokens are already in circulation. So that's actually really good. Let's see if they have any recent news. They don't really have news that's super recent, but this is from 10 days ago. It says Near and Aptos partner for cross-chain swaps. Near Protocol and Aptos collaborate to enable one-click cross-chain swaps via Shelby. This partnership aims to enhance cross-chain liquidity and real-time data across Web3. So that's pretty cool. Near Protocol and Aptos are doing business together. You love to see that. Tokenomics looks pretty good to me. Like I said, we're going to take one quick look at this website. They have this is where you can come and learn about the founders. You can launch ideas on here, right? You can come on here and learn pretty much everything you need to learn about Near Protocol, right? What else do they have on here? They have the ecosystem, how to get funding, infrastructure community. They have a tab for developers. Developers can come on here and learn about how to get started and how to develop things on Near Protocol. Then they have their tech stack that teaches you about their blockchain, teaches you about their pretty much how Near Protocol works, right? So I think all of that is cool. I do think the website could use a little bit more work, and just things like that. I would have went on X, but that would require me to have to log in. But we're going to look at this Near Protocol chart. Their chart isn't the worst, but it's definitely not the best either. But I do like this chart. We had a market structure shift right here. We made all-time highs around $20, and then all-time lows look to be about 52 cents, you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure out this level right here. All right, measure out this entire range. And then as you guys can see, we are in a discount level right now. This right here, I'm looking at the 1 month time frame right now. And as you guys can see, I believe, all right, so yeah, this little yellow box that I have on my chart right here, this was a inversion fair value gap on the 1 month chart. And you guys can see price have held that so far. So that's looking really good. We did dip down into this little fair value gap on the 1 month chart as well, but just briefly, which is another very bullish sign. But the next thing we're going to have to do, for me at least, to really get bullish on this thing And for me personally, like I said, do not follow my advice. I am already buying near protocol down here. I'm not going to wait for it to have any type of breakout or anything, and that's because I'm long term investing. But yeah, so we're going to have to wait and see for this level right here to get broken out of. 1 month inversion fair value gap. Oh, I said inversion. No, that's not inversion. That's just a regular fair value gap, right? So we're holding this. We're looking for a breakout past this. This little order block right here. This is going to be something if we ever do get past all of these swing highs. This is going to be one of our next key levels to break out. And then obviously, if we break out of here, I'm going to be looking for at least one standard deviation of this entire range right here. So what do that mean? One standard deviation of this entire range. If you just map out this range right here and stack this entire range on top of each other, then you will get this price up here, which is about $42, right? So could we see a $42 near protocol? Possibly. I think near protocol has so much more work to do, but I do believe that it's a live project. I do believe that they have a good team over there. I do need to do more research on their development team myself, but I do think it's a real project. And then one of the most important things, and I mentioned this in my last video, and I'm probably going to be mentioning this in all of my videos as well, right? It's a crypto that's actually made in America, right? And the reason why that is important is because, right, cryptos are made to like hold things, right? And they're made for people, developers, to come build things on a blockchain. So, we have all of these new privacy coins coming out. We have data coins. So, there's going to be a lot of important information on the blockchain. And I do believe that moving forward, right, as things continue to build out, we could see like more regulations on cryptos that's not made in America, right? So I definitely advise you guys to focus on cryptos that is being made here, because I think that's going to be really important to the future, you guys. You don't want to just be going out there and buying random coins that was made somewhere else, right? Focus on the coins that are made in America. I can't stress that enough, because one of the things that could easily cripple crypto, and we have already seen it before, is regulations, right? So we have held this level. Like I said, this is the 1 month chart. So think about this, you guys. We've been in this level right here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months, right? So we have held this level for 7 months. 7 months you could have been accumulating in this level. 7 months. 7 months you could have been accumulating in this level, right? But it's still not too late to get in, because we haven't even really broken past any of these highs, And like I said, we want to see a nice breakout here for us to really be bullish. But ultimately, I am going to be bullish regardless, because I am just bullish on crypto. I do believe in the technology. I do believe that it's going to be the future of like the internet and how we, connect with each other, right? How we store information, right? How we learn. I think it's going to be just huge, right? So it's still a lot of work to be done, but I do think with Near Protocol, as long as they continue to do what they've been doing, I do think we can easily see a $40 Near Protocol, maybe $60, and that's like super long term. I would probably say it's going to take them at least another 5 to 10 years to possibly get up there, right? But that's actually good news for you guys, because that means that you can watch these charts, right? You can subscribe to my channel, like the videos, and then keep up with all of these things. And you don't have to go all in right off the rip, right? Put $25 into it here 1 week, right? $50 into it the next month, whatever, and then you can slowly accumulate, so that when these things do start to fly off the shelf, right, just like Ethereum did, you will be in there and you will be ready to go, right? So that is the video, you guys. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Goal for this channel, y'all. Can we get 10 likes? 10 likes. That's all I want. 10 likes on this video. And I would greatly appreciate that, and make sure y'all subscribe. Like I said, subscribe to the channel, turn on that bell, because we're going to have crypto news coming up. I got prop firm news. We're going to be talking about stocks, right? This is only the beginning for this channel, you guys. So Appreciate you guys for supporting. We just recently crossed 1,500 subscribers, so shout out to you guys for that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, man. Peace out.